Last night, Nintendo put out a whole bunch of new details for the Switch Online service, and as usual, the internet's going crazy, so I thought I'd take a look at what Nintendo talked about and offer my 2 cents on the entire situation. Right off the bat, the paid service is delayed until 2018, so that means the free service that we have right now continues until 2018. So, you know, free's pretty good. I like paying nothing. So the service we have right now is going to continue until 2018. So, you know, whatever you're playing, when you play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or the ARMS Global Test Punch, or soon enough the full game, that online service is going to continue. So what are we really missing? What are we really waiting for until 2018? The major points will be the online lobby and voice chat app, the classic game selection, and eShop deals. So, you know, it's not like anything insane. It's not like we're losing any functionality or missing out on anything absolutely massive, minus the voice chat stuff. And then on top of that, there's going to be a limited version of the app that comes out this summer, and it's probably going to be alongside Splatoon 2 because we know that game has voice chat. So we're going to get a taste of that as well for free. So, you know, the delay is basically a delay in paying 20 bucks or however much you decide to pay if you're going for one of the lesser subscriptions. And that's just going to be for the basic online play, because now, like I said, for now it's free, but in 2018 it'll be paid. So by and large, we're getting pretty much the same stuff that for free that we're going to get for pay later on, you know, outside of the classic game selection. Next, we have the point people have been losing their minds about since it was first announced, and now that we have a couple more details, it's making people lose their minds all over again. The smart device app for voice chat. Here's what Nintendo specifically says. Our new dedicated smart device app will connect to Switch and let you invite friends to play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends during online matches in compatible games, all from your smart device. So people have been saying for a long time now, maybe you won't have to use the app, maybe the app is just going to be complimentary, blah blah blah. And this update certainly seems to indicate that you will need the app on a smart device to do voice chat for your Switch gameplay. I'm going to look at this from both sides of the conversation. There are certainly people who are very annoyed with this, and I don't understand why they need to plug in their smartphone to do voice chat for the Switch, when other platforms like PS4 and Xbox One have dedicated voice services. And with those systems, you just plug in a headset and that's all there is to it. You talk to your friends. So they don't understand why they have to go through another step on Switch to get voice chat. And I can certainly understand that. I'm not saying it makes me angry or anything like that, but I can understand people saying, you know, why on this new system do I have to take these extra steps? Why can't I just get the same service that's being provided on other platforms? So, you know, in my opinion, it's a minor step that you have to take, and yes, it is handling things in a different way, but I can understand people not being interested in that. I can't understand the intense outrage and anger over it, but yeah, it is a little more cumbersome on other platforms. As far as we know, you know, we haven't used it or anything like that, but just based on the fact that you have to use an app and you have to plug in another device. Okay, I can understand people being not too keen on that idea. Maybe that'll change when it comes out, but we don't know. Now, to look at things from the other perspective, why is Nintendo doing this app? They're never going to come out and say specifically, like, here is exactly why we've done this. They've said some PR speak along the way, but, you know, following Nintendo for a long time, I would have to imagine that they are making this move to keep kids safe. Because, let's face it, the world of online chat is absolutely horrendous. There are some really vile people out there, and they seem to love to spout stuff on voice chat. When I'm not talking with friends on other services and I am interacting with strangers online, I've heard some of the most horrifying things I've heard in these situations. I've heard the stuff that I can't believe people are saying. Now, this is coming from someone who has nothing wrong with foul language. I'm not offended by crass comments or anything like that. But I'm talking about, you know, overtly sexist, overtly racist comments, like absolutely abysmal stuff. And certainly, you don't want children to hear that kind of stuff, and Nintendo is very sensitive to that. So they want to make sure that when these children are going online, they want them to have a safe environment. They don't want them to be hit with that stuff. So the app is a step to put in there for parents, obviously, and to help protect kids so that they're only dealing with people that they know, other kids their age that they're actually friends with. Now, the split comes from the adult that owns a Switch and appreciates that Nintendo is trying to keep children safe, but also, on the same hand, they are an adult. They're like, listen, I know how bad things can be online when it comes to voice chat, but I'm an adult, I can handle myself. So why do I have to deal with, you know, the kitty gloves? Why do I only have to have the option for what keeps children safe? You know, let me decide on my own that I want to get out there and I want to experience all that voice chat has to offer, be it horrendous or be it good. So yeah, I can understand an adult being a little bit miffed that this is their only option, where, you know, they don't need the safeguarding that kids do. It would certainly be nice if Nintendo would provide a different option for just adults to use, because, you know, we can take care of ourselves. But you go back and forth. I mean, look at the situation again on PS4 and Xbox One. There are certainly some safeguards there to protect children, but not like what Nintendo's trying to do. And definitely Nintendo's games skew more towards family-friendly and open to everyone. So they have to approach, well, they don't have to, but they've decided to approach things in a way that keeps children more safe. So, you know, I can see all sides of the argument. I can see people being upset and a bit miffed. I certainly don't understand people being outraged and completely, you know, angry over this decision, because it's not the end of the world. It's a service you're going to have to work within the confines of. And again, we need to actually give it a try before we can decide how bad or good it is. And just to clear one thing up, I know that Splatoon 2 headset made the rounds yesterday and made some people think that you need to have all these wires running around just to do voice chat. That's a specific circumstance where you want to run game audio to one ear and your headset to the other ear. You do not have to do that. You can also have it where sound is coming out of your TV speakers or, you know, your surround sound system, whatever it may be, and then you just have the one wire for your headset, which would be connected to your phone, so you don't have to do anything like that just to get regular voice chat. So I just wanted to clear that up. Next, we have the classic game selection, which Nintendo says subscribers will get to download a compilation of classic titles with added online play, such as Super Mario Bros. 3, Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario. And that's really all we get. There's a follow-up statement to some of the discussion about this classic game selection, and it seems like Nintendo is taking a Netflix-style approach to the Virtual Console this time around. So we don't know for sure, but from what we know now, it seems like you might not buy and quote-unquote own those digital titles anymore, so you won't pay $5 and own Super Mario Bros. 3 on your Wii or Wii U Virtual Console forever. You'll just be paying the online fee to access this service, Netflix style, where you can play whatever games are available on the service for as long as you want to, as long as they are available, because, you know, just like Netflix, things are removed, and I would imagine at some point Nintendo will remove some of those games. We just don't have enough details on this yet. And again, people are split on this. Some of them are really excited. They're like, oh, I'll pay 20 bucks a year and I can play all these classic games as long as I want with added online play. That's really cool. And other people are like, I want to pay my $5 and own a game. That's what I want to do. So we don't know if Nintendo has plans for something like that. Obviously this is a bit different than what some people were expecting, and it seems like the majority are on board with it, saying like this on-demand kind of service makes a lot more sense in today's world when it comes to video games, rather than the digital service where you pay whatever amount to download a classic game, but it's locked to that system unless Nintendo allows you to transfer it over to another system. So I don't know if we're going to be able to transfer our Wii/Wii U Virtual Console games over to the Switch. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. It seems like they're taking a new approach with the Switch here, and this will, in the future, eliminate the problem of people saying they don't have the option of transferring their games over, because you won't be owning those games anymore. You'll just be paying for the service and accessing whatever games are available when it's on there. So obviously, if this is the way Nintendo's going in the future, the one big question is, when Nintendo puts these games on the service, how long will they be there? Will they be there for the length of the service, or will they only be there for a few months and then Nintendo will rotate those out and put in a new wave of games? Personally, I don't want to see them do that. I want to see whatever is there to stay there for the life of the system, and they just keep adding to that. That would certainly be nice, but, you know, I would imagine at some point they're going to end up removing certain games, maybe because not a lot of people play them, or, you know, whatever the reasoning may be. I'm hoping that situation is far and few between, and that's just me saying that. I don't know that that's going to be the case, but I'm speculating. So we'll have to see what happens, but I like this idea. I like this new approach to the Virtual Console. Finally, you have the pricing, which pretty much universally people seem to be on board with. 1 month, $4, 3 months, $8, 12 months, $20. So you pay for a year, it's $20. Now, you know, the other services cost $60. Talking about what's on PlayStation and Xbox, certainly they provide some more things than what is available here, and that's why they cost more. So, you know, those are $60. This is $20 at most. I think that's fair. You know, if people are complaining about having to use the cell phone app to access online voice chat, you can counter that by saying, well, you're also paying $40 less. So, you know, that certainly helps, I think. That's a big price difference, and you're getting online play, you're getting voice chat, although it will be handled differently. You're getting a service where you're going to get basically on-demand classic games with online added to them. You'll have special eShop deals as well. So how good those deals are remain to be seen, obviously. But for $20, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. I think a lot of people would pay the $20 a month just to get the on-demand Virtual Console service. I think if Nintendo announced that on its own, it was like $20 a year, you get access to these classic games, you can play them whenever you want, and they have online play added. I think a lot of people would be like, man, that's a great deal. So you're getting that service for $20 plus all the other stuff. So I really don't think price is a problem at all. I think it's fantastic for what it offers, even when we look at how things are offered a bit differently from other services do them. Because like I said, $40 less, that's a big deal. And you're getting a lot of comparative features, not all of them obviously, but for $20 I think you're getting a pretty good package. So that's my look at the new online information for the Switch's online content. I tried to come at it from all different directions. Just for me personally, this is my personal opinion, I know the biggest point of contention is going to be the voice chat app, has been since day one, will continue to be. I don't understand why it irks people so much that they have to use an app. It seems like just the fact that they have to use an app on their phone or their smart device is enraging them to unbelievable levels. I don't get the rage. It doesn't, you know, I'm not saying people, well, you know, I think there are some people who are certainly unreasonably angry about it, but, you know, there are reasons for people to be upset and, you know, maybe not be too happy about it, but not like this is the worst decision that any company has ever made and I will never support Nintendo again. Like, I don't think it's one of those situations. Personally, you know, I always got my phone on me. I got no problem using an app. Like, I'll give it a shot. And to tell you the truth, I kind of like some of the ideas that I hope will be part of the app. This is just my speculation, but when I do voice chat, I'm only talking to friends. That's the only people I ever want to talk to because they're my friends and I'm playing online with them. So I'm hoping the app will just let you access, you know, whatever friends you have, either through the contacts on your phone or through the friends you've already made on your Switch, and you just touch and add who you want to talk to, and that's that. Like I said, I always got my phone on me, so I'm not irked about that kind of stuff. I'm actually kind of intrigued to see how it works out. I might like it. And yes, it does suck that there has to be like another device that you need in order to use this service. So I understand there are going to be people who own a Switch and don't have a smart device. Obviously, I think that's going to be a very, very, very low number. But still, there will be people who don't have that device and they're going to need to find a way to get one of those devices to do this online chat. And it is something else to worry about when it comes to battery life and stuff like that. You know, you're gonna have to make sure your phone is charged or sit with it plugged in, so that could be another cable. So yeah, there are certainly gripes to be had, and I understand that, but I don't think it's the worst decision ever. I am not one of those people that's like, it's 2017, I can't believe Nintendo's doing this. I think they have their reasons for doing it. I think they have their considerations that other people don't like to consider, and they just are completely outraged by it and refuse to give it a chance or refuse to experience it for themselves and then make a final decision. They're just like, I don't want to plug in my phone. I don't want to deal with this. So, you know, if you're that angry about it and it's blowing your mind, then there's nothing I can say. So, and then on top of that, if you're not down with what Nintendo's doing through the app, you can also use your mobile device to use other voice chat services. You can use Discord or something like that. And there's something like, what, 35 million people using Discord now? Obviously, there's lots of people using it to play games and do voice chat that way. So you'll pay the 20 bucks just for your online access on the Switch and your classic game selection on the Switch. And then you can use a free app to handle all your voice chat needs. So it's not like you don't have other options there as well. Yes, you're going to have to use your phone or your smart device, but again, 35 million people have that thing and are using it, and the majority use it for online voice chat, so it's not like it's asking anything crazy. But, you know, I might be too easygoing. I might not be so easily offended or annoyed, so maybe I'm in the wrong here, but I'm just telling you that was just all my personal opinion. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the price and what the service offers and the voice chat app and virtual console and all that good stuff. I definitely want to hear what you think. So hit me up in the comments below and I will keep tabs on it. And I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at Instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot!